Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's been so long, I'm so sorry, but here I am back at it. I have 2 more videos coming up, so buckle up, stay tuned, okay? But I just wanted to post a little update video. We are now in Germany. We've been traveling quite a bit through Europe. I had to go home a few times, family matters, business matters. So I've been a little bit busy with other projects. I'm also working on some really cool digital products for you. I also received my YouTube plaque. This is for hitting 100,000 subscribers. I'm a little bit over that now, but it has been quite the journey to get it to Germany because first the shipping company messed up the whole thing, and I think I'm supposed to look here. And then YouTube was kind of doing their own thing too, so it was a bit hard to communicate what the issue was and getting it to us. Anyway, but it's finally here, so thank you so much for subscribing and being here with me. And I know there's been so many people asking me, when's the next YouTube video coming up? So soon, they're coming, we're working on it. I also wanted to update you on the fact that I will be moving back to Vancouver, Canada in 2 months. Temporarily, I think. It's not a permanent thing yet, but we will see. We're still doing pet sitting, so we're going there through pet sitting because it's a great way to explore different areas. So in case we want to live somewhere long term, for example, and rent an apartment, we wanted to explore different neighborhoods, maybe different suburbs, and see what we like most. I also wanted to share that the weekly English speaking routine has been a success. I've had so many people purchase it and message me that it was amazing and life-changing and that they actually started having fun speaking English and practicing English every day. So if you want to check it out, you can find it in the link in the description below. And I am currently working on 2 other things, actually 3 other things that I think you're going to be very excited about. So in regards to me going to Vancouver, I wanted to, I guess, update you and let you know that my English speaking little vlogs are going to be, I guess, upgraded in a way, because whatever I was posting throughout my travels was from countries that don't have English as a first official language, right? And my English has been simplified over the past couple of years, and I've noticed that I've kind of lost a bit of my vocabulary and my idioms. Like, I don't have anybody to use them with. You know, I'm not challenged the same way in regards to English speaking, because everywhere we go, we just need very simple, clear, understandable sentences, like at a restaurant or a post office. And, you know, when people switch to English, because they do speak a little bit of English, we're not going to, you know, show off and talk in very complex sentences because they will simply not understand us. So we have to kind of simplify our speech. Even with my videos on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, you know, I always try to be understood because I know there's so many English learners that follow me who are, you know, anywhere from level A1 to B2, for example. So I'm trying to speak a little bit slower usually, but once I'm back in Vancouver, it's an English-speaking province, and wherever I go, and including my friends, you know, the conversations are going to be a lot more complex. So I'm excited about that because I'll be able to listen to my friends' English and everybody around me and just pick up those expressions again and start using them. I do still have all the knowledge. I'm just not applying it because there's no reason for me to use that lingo and that terminology, right? So yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm also going to be reviewing different restaurants and going to different touristic places. I'm probably going to get more tattoos, probably going to go to my hairstylist there, continue doing vlogs, and I'm going to continue posting my English tips, and I'm going to continue working on developing digital products that you can use to help you practice English, things that aren't really on the market, because I'm a bit of a, I don't know, different English teacher, I would say, because number one, I learned English as a second language as well. Number two, I have traveled so much to have seen, English being used at different levels by different uh, nationalities and in different countries. And I saw different perceptions of the language and different needs of the language. And whenever somebody learns English, it's important to understand why you learn English, what are your goals, what do you need exactly, and I try to focus a lot on confidence and courage and that excitement when you speak English and understanding how to navigate different conversations and small talk. And it's a bit more than just grammar and vocabulary. I don't really do much grammar, to be honest, because you can find, tenses and clauses and prepositions and articles like anywhere really. You can pick up a book, you can search it up on Google, you can ask ChatGPT, and yeah, you can even talk to AI and use different apps, and there's so many different things you can do to teach you that grammar and vocabulary. I personally prefer to talk about my personal experiences and what I found that worked for me in order to become more confident and more positive and kind of integrate in an English-speaking society. Especially when I moved to Canada, I had a completely different understanding of what that meant. I thought I knew English really well because I had studied it in school and then had a master's degree in translation, conference interpretation, English. I just thought that my English was great. When I moved to Canada, I realized that number one, I still have an accent and probably always will because I'm not actively working with like an accent coach or anything to really perfect my accent. And number two, my vocabulary was very, very limited and I had to work on that as well. And then it was the social aspect and what's okay to say, what's okay to ask, what topics are okay to talk about, how do you approach somebody, how do you give feedback, how do you correct someone without offending them and without sounding rude. My brain was going through a big, big shift. And I didn't really think about that before. I didn't know about that before. I just thought, I spoke English and that's enough. So this is what I like to work on when I develop my digital product or when I talk to people about it, when I post my videos. These are the things that I didn't think about, and these are the things that my students didn't think about either. And these are the things that I feel like are so hard to teach sometimes, because if teachers are not aware of those things either, then nobody's really there to tell you what's coming. So I feel like I want to be that person who is bringing up different aspects of learning a language, different things, from a social point of view and from a cultural point of view, things that people don't really pay attention to, but they are extremely important, especially if you're moving to a different country or if you want to study in a different country. These are the things that are going to save you a lot of headache, a lot of confusion, and these are the things that are going to help you create connections, network, and make friends so much faster without forever being confused why you're not adapting well, And a lot of the times, people who move to different countries, like immigrants, will sort of complain, right? And they'll say like, I just cannot integrate. I just cannot make new friends. I miss home because all of my friends and relatives are there and this country doesn't feel like home, right? Although the reason why they moved there was, because their home country wasn't giving them whatever they expected the country to give them. And then there's people who want to stay in that country, want to integrate, but they don't know exactly what's wrong and why that isn't working. So because I've lived that, I went through it the hard way. I learned that the hard way. I want to offer people those insights and solutions that helped me, things that I had to figure out on the way, because nobody was there to teach me either. If you're in a foreign country, it's not, you know, the local's job to teach you and to train you. Although I did have a really good training at my previous job in Canada, so I was able to actually watch and learn as well. And I was able to do that because I wanted to. I was desperate to integrate and to adapt really well and easily. And again, if you have any questions, if you'd like me to talk about something in particular, please let me know in the comments. I also opened up a Substack channel where I write things and I read what I write. So there's the written format and audio format of my articles or blog posts. So if you want to do some reading out loud practice or even shadowing, you can do that by reading the article or repeating after me or shadowing me through the audio file. You can also find that in the link down below. And that's all. That was just a really quick update video. I will probably see you in a week or two when the next video is ready. But until then, comment down below what you'd like me to talk about. There's a lot of things going on in my life. And if you want to follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you'll find those links down below in the description as well. There you can see a lot more short videos that I post literally every day, along with stories. So you can see what's going on in my life and ask me more questions. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!